Hey everyone, this is the final week of the regular season of my March Madness Iron Island VGC Draft League. Last week before the playoffs, this week we're up against Jack, who's got a pretty cool team. There's the Blizzard core with Ninetales Articuno, along with a bunch of really strong physical attackers that are hard to mitigate. Clear Body Metagross, Inner Focus Dragonite, Gouging Fire and Ogerpon, really good to help keep things safe. Gothitelle to keep things stuck on the field, and I really don't see the Electabuzz coming here, but for some alternate redirection. So a funny story is Jack got second place in one of the first Regulation H Grand Challenges with Grimmsnarl, and so at the beginning of the draft, I was first pick. I took Grimmsnarl because I didn't want to see it in his hands. I won a tournament with Grimmsnarl, Landorus, Sinistcha, along with Toxapex and Goodra a while back. And so I wanted to start building that core, so I stole it from him, and I'm hoping I can, be the villain and take care of Jack with a insane Grimmsnarl set. So I've got my Babiri Berry, Help Me Live Metagross, Foul Play to hit all the physical attackers, Fake Out because Fake Out's good, Parting Shot, pivoting, lowering attacks, very in tune with my playstyle and gets around the Gothitelle, Shadow Tag, and then Thunder Wave for speed control, but mainly to pair with my first win condition, Sinistcha, with a Life Orb, Hex, Terra Ghost. I can one-hit KO basically anything. The Fake Out lets me to set up a Calm Mind, so I can do big damage with Matcha Gachas, kind of keep myself healthy if needed. But yeah, that feels like a really scary set. I've got enough speed to outspeed, I think, a Jolly Gouging Fire booster when it's paralyzed. So, or actually, not on this one, but this one outspeeds a Timid Articuno Choice Scarf. And I figured that would be the threshold. I don't think if he's going booster speed on Gouging Fire that he's going all the way Jolly. My second win condition that I wanted to set up, you might be able to see that Steel, Psychic, Dragon, Rock, Grass, Ice, all those types on Jack's team are resisted by Steel. So Orthworm actually pairs up really well into his team. So an Iron Defense Body Press Orthworm is the second win condition I'm going for, setting up those defense boosts, going for Body Press. Now I do know in an earlier week he brought Encore Ninetales and Encore Ogerpon to stop something like this against Hisuian Goodra. So I am going to keep that in mind, especially with my Regieleki. I can Electro Web to slow things down, so my Orthworm is faster than them before they can Encore me. And also that you see my Rain Dance on my Regieleki. The only thing that hits my Orthworm for super effective damage is that Gouging Fire, so if I can set up a Rain Dance, the fire moves aren't going to be doing very much, and then getting my defense boosts, again, will make them do even less. I've got the Terrifier on the Orthworm to keep myself safe from, again, Steel, Ice, Fire attacks. The only thing that can hit the Terrifier, really, is a Ivy Cudgel from the Ogerpon, so if we can manage the Ogerpon, I think Orthworm is going to be a big win condition. Again, we talked a little bit about Regieleki. I've got Covert Cloak, Volt Switch, so I can do whatever I need to do against the Gothitelle. We've got a Volcarona, which can support the team with Will-O-Wisp, set things up with, mitigate those physical attackers, and set things up for Sinistcha to do big damage with Hex, Tailwind to let Sinistcha outspeed everything, Rage Powder, keep it healthy, Heat Wave. Again, if he's leaning into that ice mode, I want to be able to stop it as much as possible. And then our Choice Scarf Landorus with Terra Rock Slide, again, hits a lot of his team for super effective damage. Earthquake and Bulldoze to spam next to Orthworm, outspeed things with Orthworm so that I can get my Iron Defense Body Press win up, and then U-turn. Again, I don't want that Gothitelle to trap me on the field if I can help it. in a bad position, so I have lots of ways to pivot on here, especially Shed Tail on my Orthworm. That's another, pivoting move, and potentially setting up one of my other win cons, like if I can get a Sinistra behind a sub. That sounds really powerful. Yeah, that's my game plan. Let's see how we do. Here we go, up against Jack. They brought Gothitelle Metagross, Ninetales, but no Articuno, Gouging Fire, Dragonite, and Ogerpon Cornerstone. Okay, so the good news is we've got Orthworm. And Orthworm walls the whole team in Rain, which we've got Rain Dance on our Regieleki. But also, we've got a surprise Sinistra up in our sleeve. So, let me just make sure this is the right Terra. I'm so scared of... Yeah, it's Ghost Hex. Okay. We've got Fake Out Grim, Calm Mind, Thunderwave Hex. If they lead Ninetales... Like, I want to lead my Regieleki stuff just because. You know what? I'll try to win game 1 with Orthworm. And then I still need to beat the Dragonite. So Grimmsnarl in the back maybe. And then we'll try to win game 2 with our Sinistra. And if we lose game 1, then, Sinistra is the correct Pokemon we need to be bringing anyway. Oh my goodness, what a scary team. No Articuno on the Blizzard team. Okay. But yes, Gothitelle, so I'm bringing my pivots. Pivots all over the place. Metagross Ogerpon, the classic Metagross Ogerpon. Okay, so I'm a little sad that I didn't... what's the word I'm looking for? That I didn't lead my Sinistra. So I'm going to U-turn the Metagross. I'm faster than a Gouging Fire, which means I'm faster than my Scarflander is. Okay, so I want to U-turn the Metagross. And I want to Electro Web. I'm fine losing my Eleki if I need to. Okay, so we get a rip of the Terra right off the gate. So we're slowing down the Ogerpon. Metagross goes into flying. Okay. We hit that for super effective with Electric. We won't lower its speed because of the clear body. Spiky Shield. Okay, so they preserve the Sturdy on the Ogerpon. Probably an Ice Punch coming out into my Landorus, so this U-turn into Ogerpon is going to be clutch. Alright, big U-turns. So we're going to go into Orthworm. And we're going to start Iron Defensing. Their counterplay could be, yeah, Ice Punch. That does negative damage. A little sad that I put the Citrus Berry instead of Leftovers on, but it is what it is. I think I'm just going to go for my Iron Defense and break the Sturdy, lower the speed. We'll get it. We'll see if they're Adamant or Jolly with this interaction. Again, their counterplay here is likely Encore. So if I can lower their speed and make my Worm outspeed, this is great. We take another chunk out of the Metagross. Ivy Cudgel will live that. Okay, it does half. So they've got some bulk investment on the Ogerpon. We do see their Jolly. Oh, bold Regieleki coming in clutch. Okay, so again, their counterplay here is Encore. So I'm going to protect and bring in my Metagross with a Volt Switch, or my Landorus with a Volt Switch. They swap out. This is great. Ninetales. Okay. And are we going to see Encore? I still think I want to bring in my Landorus here. And maybe go for the Terra on my Landorus. Okay, so are you Encore Ogerpon? I know you brought that against Gutizi earlier in the season. You save Regieleki in the back. I could bring in Fake Out, but I think I'd rather just bring in my Landorus and threaten KOs with Terra. Lower the attack on this Ogerpon one more time. Again, I think they're going to go for an Encore or something. So here I can just start going for Boldo. Yeah, there's the Encore. So they're going for that kind of counterplay. They have to be Encore, Covert Cloak, Ninetales to get around this. Could go for Terra Rock, Rock Slide. But I think going for Boldo's Body Press is my better play. We'll go into the Cornerstone, and we will Terra to keep ourselves alive. Ogerpon withdraws. This is probably Metagross. Yeah, okay. So we won't knock that out this turn. We're locked into a ground move. But we've honestly got kind of a speedy worm. And if we rock slided here, that would have been devastating. So, you know, it is what it is. We get our Earth Eater. Speed falls. Encore! Okay. Rats. So they were... Well, they're not Covert Cloak because they did get the speed drop, but they are fast enough that this doesn't matter. You know, I'm going to go for another Iron Defense, I suppose. Because we're locked into it. Oh, I can only use Protect. You know what? Protect is good this turn. And maybe swap to Grim. You know, they can't I'm here for it. I've got the speed control. Orthworm can do stuff. We can swap out Landorus at a different time. Bulldoze is fine. We're Encored to Protect. Yep. So we're gonna get Heavy Slammed here. We can wait out this Encore. Double Encore. One speed drop, Heavy Slam, that will do it. That guy big. Okay. And I've got one more turn of Encore. I've got one speed drop. They're in range of a Volt Switch. So they have to follow me to not get KO'd. This is our last turn of Encore, I believe. It is. So I go Protect. I'm forced to, and I go for the Electro Web, so I outspeed the Ogerpon next turn. Volt Switch would have done it, but that's okay. We still have Fake Out next turn, and then we can lock into Body Press. We can Fake Out Body Press the Ogerpon. What do you got? Psychic Thing. That's fine. And we can live one hit, one attack with our Babiri Berry. Orthworm ended the Encore. Okay, so now we have to lock into body press because the Ninetales in the back and the Ogre Pawn only has 1 speed drop. So I think we just go for the Ogre Pawn. Or I think it's actually in my best interest to body press the Metagross here. And fake out the Ogre Pawn, because then they can't bullet punch us next turn. Okay. Fake out. We get through the Encore. And then next turn we can Thunderwave something. The Beery Berry activates. Oh man. The body press just barely doesn't KO. That's fine. So now they can get a fade away bullet punch off, which is not awesome for us. The body press and the Thunder Wave. Yeah, smart spiky shield. We are faster than their Metagross with the worm here though, so unless they go for a bullet punch, we can get through the turn. Okay, no bullet punch. Now we can Thunder Wave body press something. Maybe Ninetales, Gouging Fire, okay. This is where my Terra Fire would be nice. Can I risk an Iron Defense here? I think it's my win con. Oh man, this is so hard. Defense. Thunderwave the gouging. Okay. And this means I can body press before stuff gets too crazy. Heat Crash on the Grim. And I live on 3. Let's go. Iron Defense off. Okay. Now I want to body press the Ogre Pawn. And foul play the Gouger. Nice. We crash into Grim. Okay, so no foul play goes up, but we can probably win with the body press off. We know we have fake out. We haven't showed our Sinistcha tech, obviously. Oh man, this is the 1v1. We've got 2. We'll just body press the Ninetales, get it out of here, and then we're playing mind games versus the Gouger. Heat Crash. Oh, it does nothing. It does nothing. Encore, so we're locked into body press. Do you want to see a brilliant play? Okay, so Ninetales goes down. They're making sure that we get burned with this Burning Bulwark, so we're going to body press our side slot. Burning Bulwark. Oh, Jack, I'm in your brain. I'm in your head. I'm in your walls. But it failed. What? All right, now we body press them. Oh, I didn't PP max. I'm literally... Okay, he canceled. I'm literally throwing. Why didn't I PP max my worm? Okay, so the worm takes game 1. We saw the double encore. It was crazy. Now do we hit him with the Sinistra? Battle again with the same rules. And my Eevees came in so clutch there. Oh my gosh. Whoa. What a nightmare. What a nightmare for Jack I am. Okay. Let's do it again. Whew. We won game 1. We won game 1. With the worm. Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do my crazy Sinistra. We'll bring Lando in the back. Do we still bring the worm? For the end game? Yeah, I can clean up an end game with like Earthquake Body Press, something like that. I kind of want to bring my Volcarona because he brought Ninetales Metagross. If he brings Dragonite though, I'm gonna want the worm. Yeah, so the worm is just too good against his team that even though I'm going for my Sinistra win condition here with my Life Orb Hex Thunderwave stuff. I guess Regieleki with Thunderwave in the back could have been good. I also have Will-O-Wisp on my Volcarona. So maybe I threw this a little bit, but the worm is just too good that of an end game piece. Okay, Gothitelle Metagross. Sinistra. So I can fake out. I'm probably faster than their Gothitelle. I'm gonna fake out the Metagross. No, I want to fake out the Gothitelle. I can Babiri and then I can do my Hex stuff. Yeah, I want to get my setup up, and I think the Gothitelle has Taunt. So I'm going to fake out Calm Mind. Okay, we have the faster fake out. Let's go, Gothitelle flinches first. We're faster than the Metagross. So we get our Calm Mind off. Are they going for the Ice Punch here? Maybe I should have Carrot. It's fine. It's not a 2-shot. Oh, but we got the freeze. No! Does Matcha Gotcha... Am I crazy? Does Matcha Gotcha thaw? Am I making this up? Also, we saw my Worm was faster than Metagross at 101 speed stat. Maybe my Grim is faster? That seems crazy with Foul Play. I'm going to do the smart thing, Thunderwave the Metagross and Matcha, because I think Matcha Gotcha thaws. I could totally be making this up right now. Probably should have Terrored again, but it's fine. Okay, Matcha Gotcha melted the ice. I'm not an idiot. Okay. This will heal me. It won't burn the Metagross. Gothitelle. We are Life Orb, so it does a lot of damage. We get a little health back. Okay, we see Citrus on the Goth. So it's not a 2-shot with Matcha. Psychic. Oh, I should have Terra. Okay, we might barely live. Heavy Slam into the Grim. Okay, this is fine. So now I think we go for Hex Foul Play. We could go for Parting Shot into the Goth. That's not a bad idea. And get our Worm in. Lower their Psychic damage. I kind of want to keep myself healthy though with Matcha. So I'm going to Foul Play Matcha. Okay, Gothitelle protects. Unless they Bullet Punch, they're taking huge damage here. They kept me from a parting shot, which is cool. I still haven't revealed Hex. And they didn't bullet punch, so foul play super effective. Probably knocks out Metagross here. From this range. No, it doesn't. Why is that thing so good? Okay. Man. We can't switch out because we're Ghost. Does that do anything? Does Matcha heal before? I think we foul play Matcha. We force them to bullet punch. Yeah, we didn't show the Hex. So if we get the healing before the Life Orb, I haven't been paying attention. So Gothitelle withdraws. He's probably trying to mitigate my healing. Yeah, Dragonite, that's wise. Maybe he doesn't have Bullet Punch. I don't think he has Bullet Punch. So this Foul Play is going to do a lot. I break a potential multi-scale there, although I have... Okay, so we drain energy from both, but it's barely enough. So I think we still go down to our own Life Orb. But this Foul Play is going to chunk. Yeah, that does good damage. Oh, we lived. We lived. Fake out. We lived on one. Oh, my Eevees are just barely hanging in there today. Wow. Okay, so now we can Thunder Wave Hex. They're gonna fake out my Grim. I can't do anything about that. Maybe I can Thunder Wave, bring in the Worm. And then I can still utilize my healing. I could have tried to check for the Dragonite speed tier. Yeah, fake out into my Grimmsnarl is fine. Scale Shot, okay, they're gonna lower their defense. 2, 3, 4, so probably loaded dice. Defense falls, speed rises. Okay, so now we're gonna Foul Play here, and we're gonna Shed Tail. This feels cool. I can Shed Tail, bring in my my Sinistcha back behind a sub. Okay, we get our Worm. Or maybe I just bring in my Lando here. That's probably the right call. Because they're gonna Psychic this slot. And then I can Thunder Wave, Rock Slide to get around a Scale Shot, even if this breaks my sub. Okay, and they are multi-scale, so we stick and Intimidate. The Foul Play Intimidate is a little taunt cool. We put a lot of speed in our slow guys, and it's really paying off here. So I can Thunder Wave, Rock Slide. The Dragonite. I don't see any reason not to. There's probably a Terra Steel. But they're not inner focus, so they can flinch from this Rock Slide. Terra Fairy. Alright. I think if we land some Rock Slides, we're in a good position. And we still haven't used our Terastallization. Okay. And they're loaded dice, so no Lumberry. They might just go, because they've got a defense drop from Scale Shot, yeah, so they still go down to the Rock Slide. I'm feeling really good about my prep. And my play. I'm so glad that the Sinister worked so well, even though I didn't use my Hex technique. The Matcha Gotcha was enough. Okay, Ogre Pawn is the last. I'm going to play optimally here. I'm going to Thunder Wave the Ogre Pawn. I'm going to swap into my Worm. Oh, I can't swap. I'm literally locked in. Okay. I'm going to Parting Shot the Goth and Rock Slide. Battle was canceled. Yeah, there wasn't much Jack could do there in that end game. So yeah, we go undefeated in my own draft league. I know I'm the villain of my own draft league. Undefeated going into playoffs. The good news is Jack also is going into playoffs because he was undefeated going into this match. So hopefully, I think Jack is one of the best players in the world. Hopefully we see him in the finals, but we'll see. We'll bring you playoffs next week. Thanks for sticking around. See ya.